Hello World History class, my name is Joel Jewin and I'm going to be your instructor for this semester. And this is just a brief tutorial to pretty much get everyone caught up to speed on how the class is going to work, on the technology we're going to use, how to navigate our D2L online learning system, and how to complete the first few weeks of the class just to get everyone in to a rhythm. But I want to start by saying I'm very excited to have you all in class. I'm eager to work with you and learn with you this semester. And of course, if you have any questions on anything we're going to be covering in the tutorial, please contact me and let me know. I'm sure some of you have had experience with D2L in the past and have had other online classes, but even for those people, it's still going to be a good idea to go through, see where everything is, see how everything's set up, and go from there. So the first thing you're going to want to do to access our D2L site is, of course, go to Century's main page, www.century.edu. And from there, you can navigate right up here to the top right-hand corner to this little login button. And from there, you can access your My Century. That's how you can get. You can access My Century for your email and other important applications, or you can drop directly down to D2L Brightspace, which is going to be our online learning system. So you can click right on there. You're going to want to sign up with your star ID and your password. And then that'll take you to D2L's main page here. So it says welcome to D2L. If you scroll down, you'll see a list of your courses. You might not have as many as I have listed here, but you should have a few. And make sure that for this example, we'll be going to 1060-70 World History. Make sure you're going to the right class number for which one you are in. So for this one, 1060-70 here. And this brings you to our main page. You can see a little banner image up on top, the Mayan pyramid there. The announcements tab, I'm going to be posting my review videos here at the end of every week, going over the assignments and kind of what I was looking for. And that's going to be kind of one of the main ways that you're going to get feedback from me, or in my reflection and review videos. If there's something specific I want to let you know about in your assignment or so forth, I'll either email you or post a comment on your assignment, but primarily my feedback is going to come through these videos, and you can just kind of take a look at them and kind of compare what you wrote with what I was sort of looking for, and that should kind of inform you where your grade is. But if you want more specific information on what you did or how I formed your grade, make sure to contact me and let me know. There's also going to be a calendar that shows all of the various assignments that are coming up. As you can see, it goes right now through the week or the day that our first round of assignments are due, which is going to be Sunday, September 2nd. And assignments are always going to be due on Sundays in this class. The class goes pretty much from one week to another, from a week to week, so from Monday until Sunday, with Sunday at 11:59 p.m. So all of Sunday you have to work on it, being the day that assignments are due. So if you want to complete one of the assignments, you can click right here from the calendar. That's one way to get in to them, but more often you're going to go up here to this bar called Materials and Content, because that's going to really have the full form of the class. This is really where a lot of the meat and potatoes are going to be. Remember, Materials and Content. There's a number of very important locations here. The first one, I've just scrolled down, you can start clicking through them, is Class Information. That is going to bring up the, for example, our syllabus, which is really going to have a thorough breakdown of everything we're going to be doing throughout the semester, so I certainly encourage you to read through that. It's also going to be important because one of our first assignments is a quiz on the syllabus, so you're going to want to make sure to read it for that as well. Also a link to our class schedule, which will show you on that kind of week-by-week basis what's going to be due for each weekend and when. So once more, it might be a good idea to go through there and see exactly what is coming up. If you click on the Resources tab, you can see the various rubrics, which are essentially just kind of grading sheets, which is going to, once more, when you see a grade on a paper or on an assignment, you can click on the rubric to see exactly how that grade breakdown works. So if you got a 9, for example, you will know that it was in this category right down here. If you get a 7 or 8, it's because of this category, and you can pretty much match up your grade along these parameters as well. But once more, if you have any specific questions, please let me know. But that should show you exactly what I'm looking for per assignment. So you can see I have the reflection activities, the primary sources, Our final project guidelines, you can go ahead and take a look at those and start thinking about that at the beginning of the semester as well, even though it's not really going to be due until kind of at least the topic and a project proposal isn't going to be due until about halfway through the semester. It's a good idea to start thinking about those kind of things early, as well as just some basic reading and study tips. There's also a tab here for extra credit. I don't have anything posted in there right now, but as the semester goes on, I will be posting extra credit opportunities. And when that happens, I'll always be sending out an email to everyone as well. So just one more very important reason to check your Century College email address quite often, because that's going to be my primary method of contact with you. But starting down here with week 1, you're going to really see on kind of a week by week schedule here of what we're going to be doing. So this is once more going to cover in this example August 27th through September 2nd, and it'll show you exactly what you're going to be doing up here in the little description for the week. So we'll be reading page 4 through 24 from the textbook. You're going to want to view the attached videos and PowerPoints. For example, Prehistory Neolithic Revolution is our PowerPoint for this week, and the Agricultural Revolution Crash Course World History 1 video is the video for this week. So the first things you're going to want to do are these kind of background information activities. You're going to want to read, watch the videos, complete the PowerPoints, and then go on to complete the assignments. For week 1, you're going to have the syllabus quiz, which, as I stated, is going to be a short quiz on the syllabus and some of the major and most important policies for the class. The introduction assignment, where you're just going to give me a little bit of information about yourself, tell me some of your educational goals, and just kind of why you're in the class, what drew you to world history, and so forth, as well as prehistory, Neolithic Revolution reflection activity, our reflection activities. For the reflection activities, these are once more going to be an assignment you're going to be seeing every week. There's going to be 5 various activities that you can potentially complete, and you're going to choose which of those 3 you would like to complete, and then you can click on the link right here to submit those. And that is primarily what you're going to be doing for week 1. If you click on week number 2, you're going to see something that looks very, very similar with the reading page 26 to 49, watching the video, Mesopotamia and the Epic of Gilgamesh, and viewing the PowerPoint on Mesopotamia here, and then completing assignments. For example, the quiz on Chapter 1, the quiz on Chapter 2, once more completing those reflection activities for Mesopotamia, and finally the primary source discussion. Now this is the one new assignment that we have for this week. If you click on this, it'll bring you to some complete kind of background for that, where you can view the document and then answer those questions. To get to the actual discussion board itself, you can click right here, and that will bring you to our discussion board. You can click Start New Thread and respond after reading the document. If you want, another way to get there is going up to Communication and just scrolling down to Discussions, and once more you can see, here we are. Same thing, click right in there, respond or start thread, and you can complete the assignment as well as respond to other students. A few things about the primary source discussion to keep in mind. A lot of times these questions, you might be able to get an answer from them just by reading the textbook or watching the videos or the PowerPoint question. But if you only put information from one of those sources, you're not going to get full credit. The most important thing when answering these questions is that you're using specific examples or quotes from the document themselves. That's really what I'm looking at, and really what I'm grading you on is how well you understand these documents. Which means that it's still important to bring in and use information from the textbook or from the PowerPoints or from the videos, but you're always going to want to use it in relation to what you saw, what you read, and what you learned in our primary source. Because if you're only bringing in information from other sources, you're not going to get a lot of points. That's reflected once more in the primary source rubric, so make sure if you have any questions you are clicking on that. And also make sure you are being careful of your word count. For example, each of your answer to these questions needs to be at least 50 words in length, and completely answer all portions of the questions to receive credit. Just a few reminders there for the primary source discussion. Just like with the reflection activities, each one of these answers is going to need to be at least 150 words in length. So make sure you are keeping that in mind when you are completing these assignments. By skipping down to week 3, you are going to now see a very familiar pattern where you're going to be doing the reading for the week, watching the videos and the PowerPoint, and then completing the quiz, answering the discussion questions, completing the reflection activities. So that is the kind of most important area of the class. Once more, materials and content, because it's going to break everything down that you're going to need to know per week what to do. There are a few more other kind of important areas. If you go to communication, once more, I said you can check out the class list, your fellow classmates, as well as myself. My email address is on there if you ever need to find that. Discussions, once more, you can get the discussion tab right there. Email, you can send email to myself, but you cannot receive emails this way. You're still going to need to go in and check your Century College email for any emails that you want to receive. So you can send emails from D2L, but you cannot receive emails in D2L. So that's an important, something important to keep in mind. Under assessments, you can also get to those reflection activities by clicking on assignments. They'll bring you right in here. You can click on these then to once more kind of enter in your own kind of words in a text box, or you can enter in a file. It's important when doing this, however, that you are submitting a file type that I can open, so either a PDF or a Word document or something that can be opened up in Word, or like I said, directly copying and pasting your information into the text box there. A couple things I would not like you to do when you're turning in reflection activities: please do not use Google Docs, because I cannot open up Google Docs when you attach them in these in an assignment, because you do not have access or permission to access those, or dot pages. Same thing, I cannot access those either. But both of those file types, it's really easy to convert those into PDFs, and then you can just attach the PDFs. So it makes it very easy. And if you'd like any help completing that, please let me know, and I can go ahead and help you with that. So that's important to remember. Also, under assessments, if you go down to grades, that's you'll be able to keep up on your grades that you are getting each week. And it's really important to kind of keep up and double check those throughout the semester. I have over 100 students between all my classes, and I'm oftentimes grading 3 or more assignments per student per week. So I'm grading hundreds of students every week, and I'm human and I make mistakes sometimes. So if you see a grade that doesn't quite look right, or you thought you turned in an assignment that you're not seeing showing up or getting credit for, please contact me and let me know. And I can double check and see exactly what is going on with that assignment. And also, if you see a grade in there that you're not quite sure why you received that grade, like I said, good places to start would be looking at the rubric, or looking at my reflection or review videos. But if you still can't figure it out, you're still not quite sure why I gave you the grade that I did, please contact me and let me know, and I'll give you a full, thorough grade breakdown as well. So those are the main areas you're going to be wanting to look at and remember throughout the semester. If you have any questions on anything, please contact me and let me know, and I hope we all have a great semester together. Thank you all very much.